The last word of the last video was put a button on me, okay? Purple, a purple button, okay? That's color, frequency, okay? Purple light, run purple light, okay? Even though I love the color green, right? I love blue, all the colors, right? In the cosmos. So this is addressed more towards children, I guess, because they know these things. Because at the end of the day, the simple part of all this when it comes to identification, because these things are just so simple, it's just unbelievable that, just doesn't snap. And it's another measurement of what happened here, right? To a classroom, to a healing center. Okay, to be with a beautiful goddess that I love to be with, okay? So, without repeating a lot of other things that I've already said, that's one of the reasons why I used to cry and cry and cry and cry and cry, okay? It's not just everything they do to everybody else, okay? It's what they do to my girlfriend. I think of her as my girlfriend. She's a goddess, a powerful spirit. Okay, but I get to experience who she is every time I'm in nature. So I realize what it is she gives me. That's what a heavenly realm is. So when people are polluting the air and polluting the water, I know how it affects everything that is out there. And the level of pain that I've experienced in knowing that, what it's doing to the birds, what it does to the fish, what it does to everything that's out there that I love. You're destroying my heaven. Why would anybody do something like that? See, I couldn't figure that out. How is this possible? How is it possible that you have beings in the cosmos that don't have any love for who they are and thus can't translate and broadcast that frequency to others? And at the very least, have learned that by collaborating with other species in the cosmos, that increases the potential, electrical possibility that we could work together in order to do what? Collaborate and provide for a greater mutually beneficial relationship that allows star nations to thrive. And realize that when you are free to be who you are, where your mind's energy is not held captive to something that's trying to capture it, and then use you as a resource, as a source of energy to perform work for somebody else as a slave, is against the law. The first law of the cosmos. The grand creator does not give her permission to do that. So anybody giving consent to using energy that represents a being that is not free to express what it is against the law. That's why the Indians are first law, which is love is the law. So what happens to children when they're physically beaten, emotionally abused? Obviously, that's not what love is. And when you do that to a child, do you have any idea what it does to that child traumatically? It's carried with them their entire life, and knowing that they're not loved because you wouldn't beat them, you wouldn't harm them if you did. So what do you think is going to heal that child within them when they're an adult? Love. That's why I work with girls. And there's a very specific reason why I work with girls more than I would with males, although it's sort of a different art of communication, okay? But I've always, when you honor the matriarch, okay, and why we honor the matriarch, and I used the example of an elephant, didn't I? A female elephant is highly sensitive antennas, okay, to be able to pick up the signals of something that is out there that is communicating what it is in a resonant field, that realizes in order to protect her young and her children, everybody in the herd, the female is the lead. Okay? So there's something about the female, okay, that seems to be the essence of a girl's flower I want to learn from as a male. So therefore, I want to learn through her first. Because she has wisdom. Which means longevity. Which means thriving. So that's why I've always known in my heart that the first creation was a girl. The grand creator, Sophia, the wisdom of a girl's heart. She knows how to protect the universe that she's using the energy to create it with, which is what light is, which is what love is. So when we are what that is with her, then we're in alignment with the grand creator. How can we all be in alignment with the grand creator? To live in peace with her. To live in peace with Mother Earth. Because it's pretty obvious when you look at it from a higher scale of off-planet entities that are here, and then you put that into the data collection archive of everything that I collected, by measuring the feedback of the biosphere, which is the planet, which is the basic life support system, and measuring the biofeedback of everybody that is here that is standing on 2 feet. You can measure that. And it makes it obvious that this was an